All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is Doors to Divinity, Chapter 4, Episode 4. Last time, the adventurers escaped from the prison. They fled north, and they landed up in, God, what's the name of this one? Jawood Mountains at the Outlander city, the Jawood City. They went from tavern to tavern. They first started out at Ruby's, and then they ended up at Yogi's in a poor district of the city. They were outrunning many of the shadow creatures that were in pursuit from the Shadowlands, and those creatures are now outside of this city, and it's causing panic amongst the officials within the walls. They're doing their best to hide from said officials, and so far they have managed to evade any kind of attention. All right, we last left off inside of Yogi's Tavern. Ruin was having some trouble. The tavern owner, and as well as many of the people around this place, don't really care for goblins. I shall leave it to you.
Racist! Fuck them!
What are we doing? It is the next day. You have had your rests. I believe Kamaji is almost... He's got one level of exhaustion left.
Did we already do that rest that we're just talking about right now?
I believe you had done your rests. You got one left to go.
One's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Compared to 5.
True, 5's really bad. Here's the city too, in case you wanted to refresh your memory. You've uncovered
Where
about
are
half
we now? Oh, Yogi's up there. Yeah, okay. What kind of... can you, describe these districts that we've uncovered? In terms of, are they just... Is there, a market district or, which ones are, wealthier or not?
Sure. The center of the city, actually, right here is the military quarters. It houses the religious buildings, the palace, some government buildings, but all of the official residences and the entertainment district that is high-end entertainment, including a coliseum, as well as some other kinds of games, lies to the west of the city, which is where you've not been. The southeastern part of the city, where Ruby's is more of a middle class, I guess. It has a decent population, but there's actually double the population in the district that you're currently in, which is where Yogi's place is. There's a lot more people packed in this corner.
Is this the poorer district then?
Yes.
Looks like there's some farms over here too.
Mm-hmm. The houses here are poorly built. They're stacked on top of each other. Lots of children running through the street, like stray wild dogs, other kinds of animals. It's kind of a mess. It smells quite bad. Mostly Outlanders. Maybe you see the occasional troll, and perhaps even rarer, a dwarf. Besides that, it's mostly humans.
Okay. So it's not nearly like the dwarven presence we saw when the Outlanders were running Stoneguard.
Right.
What's this thing?
Let's see. That is a religious site. You haven't been there yet. You could go there if you'd like.
Nah. Well, I reckon if we're trying to lay... are the guards on to us, or are they just worried about the shadow creatures outside?
Mostly they're just worried about the shadow creatures that have surrounded the front gate, or outside that section of the wall.
They've got no specific reason to tie that to us.
No, because you managed to sort of evade attention, and you've not had any connection to them yet. I think the tavern keeper at Ruby's, or was it Ruby herself, suspects that you are a little different because you are running around with a goblin, which is very unusual. Um, but most people have just kind of scoffed at Ruin or maybe spit in her direction, but you've not had any kind
What?
of physical altercation or anything that's led to that.
That's rude.
Like knowledge that you're connected to the shadow beings.
Um,
So I don't know if you want to leave the city
are,
and continue your journey north, or if you're going to explore it more.
are we in kind of a private area right now?
You can go to the room at the inn if you like. There's a room upstairs for you.
Yeah, I want to do that, and I'm curious, like how. Seems like these people have these shadow creatures and Elder Elder Lich Galmar have been able to track us very efficiently. So I'm wondering if there's like some sort of magical device that's been planted on us while we were captive, maybe. So I want to go upstairs and I want to cast detect magic and see if I can sense anything on our persons.
Sure. Well, the first thing that you detect are the stones that you carry with you. When you examine, which one did you have? You have the.
Got a shiny. We've got 3 phantom quartz and a shiny diamond stone.
Okay. The diamond stone was from. Was that from the sea? I believe.
I think it's pretty recent because it's the last thing I have in my book. We got it after the Nostradamus spirit in the bottle.
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
don't remember where we got it from, but I remember we got it.
Yeah. Okay. So when you use detect magic, those things stand out to you. I would say the phantom quartz that you used, I think you used 2 of them to access the Shadowlands, stands out to you in particular. Something is a bit different about them. Um, I would say that there seems to be some kind of spell cast over the phantom quartz.
Oh, the ones that were used in the gate. Oh, that's interesting.
You could roll Arcana to
Oh,
know what that spell is.
1 sec.
I think you know mostly with detect magic, though, right?
I well, well, okay, that's what I'm reading right now. I know it's School of Magic, if any.
Okay.
Um, that's it. I just know the School of Magic.
Mm,
Oh, I'll be back.
okay. I guess it would be divination. It would be divination magic.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could cast Identify on one of the stones that's doing that aura, and then I can learn all of its properties and everything, and I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Okay. Then you would know that it has
Yeah.
been marked as it's a divination spell. I'm just going to call it marking. And basically, it allows whoever did the marking to locate the stone wherever it is, whether it be on the material plane or, on some kind of demi plane.
And how long does it last for?
It's indefinite until they move the mark. And it's on the stone that was on the Shadowlands side of the gate.
It's only on one stone?
I'm going to say it's only on one stone because it can only be placed on one stone at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, that actually. I'm pretty comfortable losing one stone to not lead these shadow beings back to Stoneguard.
Okay, so you want to destroy it?
No, I want to use it as like a bait, maybe.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I feel like destroying it is like kind of a waste, no?
It's up to you. I'm just asking for clarification. I love the idea.
Well, we'll keep it with us for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna obviously share all that information I learned with the party. Yeah, I'll tell everybody. I was for a second, I was like, is there certain people I might not want to tell this to in case they just like run their mouth? But it doesn't really matter where we're at now.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys think? You want to try and explore this city a little more while we can, or shall we
Are you
make our escape
already?
plan?
Are you already? Did Kamaji already cure all the exhaust level?
I got one more, so I'd really like to stay here one more day, if possible. But I just don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know the capabilities of Elder Lich Galmar. You know,
Hmm.
it'd definitely be a risk if we stayed another day. He could somehow find a way through the gates, and if we get spotted in the city, we're toast.
Hmm.
I wouldn't put it past him to attack us right in the middle of the city. So I reckon we try and make an escape, but perhaps we can use this cursed phantom quartz to set a trap of some kind. Perhaps place it on a ship about to head the opposite direction we are. I noticed there's a river running through town.
You are one of my most trusted advisors, Kamaji, and if you think that is gonna misdirect him, I'd say we do that. Put it on a ship, throw it into the sea, and let it sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, the other option is we just leave it here and bait them into attacking the Outlander city and softening it up for perhaps our forces from Stoneguard later on.
Or capture the city with force. I'd like to try to capture the city through other means. Now, this newspaper here,
because in the last session, Rig was reading a newspaper that talked about all the state secrets. It was very helpful when they just post all those things.
and apparently, they are hurting for resources and trying to find a market for their gems. And so I was planning on sending an envoy down with food and supplies and a potential trade agreement to bring the city under the sway of Stoneguard.
I like where your head's at then. So all the more reason to use the stone to draw them away from the city, but not towards
We are
us.
we're two minds in that regard, which to send them far away. If there's a boat, if there's a way to lure them away, I don't know if there's a boat going anywhere we want them to go. Any enemy of ours we could send them to.
Have we noticed any magic in the city?
No. I think we talked about that last time actually, and there's just really not a lot of that because you guys are the ones that really were one of the first to discover it, aside from some other maybe actors that we've been introduced to in the Underdark. But yeah, you're really some of the first people to discover that from the Overland, the Over.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's basic. It's on the level. Like they probably know magic exists, and
Yeah.
there might be a few few cantrip users or level 1 spell users in the whole city. Kind of like where Stoneguard was at before we got there. Or is it even worse than that?
It's less than
Because
Stoneguard.
Because I guess Stoneguard, they had a mages guild, but that was only because of Dawn gone, right? Or
Yep.
was it?
Yep, which was because
Yeah.
of you.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay.
oh,
Okay.
he,
so
he
never
was
mind.
he's an over-earther, and he went down to the under-earth to find magic. He'd heard
Yeah.
rumors of it, but so he's trying to discover if it was true or not.
So Stoneguard was already somewhat of an outlier before we even intervened, and then we just we just really accelerated the progression of it.
Yeah, you set it in stone.
Hey. All right. Well, can we look back at the other map again?
Sure. You want the city map?
City map. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
So these rivers, I see like a port of some kind over here.
Let's see. There is a small little port, fishing port.
Do these rivers do they use them for trade, and do they run?
They do.
Looks like it just runs one way. Runs one way.
The other ones just kind of peter out into streams to the south. Most of the water's flowing down from the mountains. This one main river, which goes off to the east, goes across the continent, and it does end up going quite far, but you don't know. I don't think you would know where it goes. You could get a map of this in town. You just got to roll an investigation check, and I will give you a fair amount of map reveal on both the city and the continent.
I got nothing.
Oh no, is this for everyone?
As soon as you open your mouth, they just point to the sign, "Not serving goblins."
The rest of us get to look too, or are we all ruined by ruin?
They're all ruined by that. Yeah, they don't want to serve you there because you're walking with a goblin.
Alright.
Ruined by ruin.
From now on, I do nothing. This city sucks.
You could try it in a different district, if you wanted to.
I mean, it kind of looks like just using what we have revealed. It kind of looks like it might link up even with like the fen or like around that area and far and beyond maybe. Like if it looks like you can see the little bits of the river here, and then it stands to reason it could be this one. It might not be also, but goes up here maybe, and then could connect to this water thing, or maybe over here. Heck, it could go all the way over here to the Turtle Dome, which I would love to go to, by the way, eventually. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Everyone's going to talk very slow there.
I say we go to the port and just check it out and see if there's any ships that go down that eastward river.
Okay. All right. You go down to the port. It's quite busy at the docks. Immediately you notice that there is a group of sailors who are loading a large, maybe medium-sized fishing vessel, preparing to launch their ship, and it's on some kind of fishing venture. However, they are loading sizable crates. It looks a little odd. You're unsure as to if they're really fishermen or if they're doing something else.
Oh, well.
There's a second boat. This one appears to have like military banners and flags on it. There's a bunch of soldiers walking off the dock, and they seem to be grabbing some cargo and moving it to the ship's storage with this large crane.
All right. Oh there.
Who are you talking to?
Anyone on the ship?
Which one? Fishing ship or the military craft?
The fishing ship.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, I was just wondering where you're headed off to. Which if you're headed eastward on the river.
We're loading chum. We're taking it back east. We're going to be dropping it off at a few of the settlements that way. And doing some fishing in the meantime. What do you care?
Which settlements, if you don't mind me asking?
Which settlements? What business is that of yours?
Well, I was just hoping I have a package that I'd like delivered to a certain settlement, and was hoping I could possibly pay you to deliver it that way.
Okay. How much?
Well, I don't even know if you're going to the right settlements. Which ones are you going to?
We're stopping in the Grey Riverlands, docking there, and then we'll be heading out to Elmwood, just a day's journey to the south. After that, we're stopping in the Order of the Grove. Some crazy naturalists live out there in the woods. I don't know. Don't ask me what they want the chum for, but they've ordered a whole box of it. After that, we're going to be passing the Lake of the Moon Maiden, then Fairhaven. Of course, it's a 2 days journey south. And then we'll be at the river mouth. To the sea. From there, we're going to be heading out to the center of the sea, and then we're going to be going across to the continent, stopping in Total Dome.
Perfect. What was the first stop again?
Elmwood.
Right before Elmwood.
Grave Riverlands is where they're stopping. Then they're going to be walking down to Elmwood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're just if you I could have my contact is in Grey Riverlands, so that's actually perfect.
All right. How much you got?
Pretty far journey, and it's a small cargo. Let's say 20 gold pieces.
20 gold pieces for cargo. That's... Yeah, we can do that. What are you transporting?
Well, that's the thing is, I'm paying for a little discretion.
25 gold pieces then, friend.
Perfect. You got yourself a deal.
I do need to know a few pieces of information. Is the object flammable?
No, of course not. It poses no danger to you or the crew.
Is it of any kind of religious nature or being sought after by certain actors?
Oh, no, definitely not.
All right. And is this object illegal?
No.
Okay, well, very
No,
well.
sir.
Sounds just like somebody's birthday present then, huh?
It's a family heirloom of great sentimental value.
All right, very well, very well. I'll take the object from you when you're ready. And the
I'd
gold, of
prefer to
course.
load it into. I'd prefer to load it into a box. If you could provide me with one.
He just points over to the behind him towards a box that you can put the stuff in. He walks over,
Okay,
slaps a label on it with your name. He asks you your name, and then the destination. He gets all that info, the person that you're sending it to, and then you can load it in.
Okay, I'd like discreetly like load the phantom quartz in there. And then like I'm gonna like kind of like crouch behind the box, like I'm like writing information on the box. And while I'm hidden behind the box, I want to use Find Familiar
Okay.
to bring Brigsby out in the form of snake, a constrictor snake,
Okay.
or whatever, just a regular snake. I think it is. Just yeah. And then I'm gonna like act like I'm pulling Brigsby out of like my like pack, and like load the snake and like visibly in front of him into the box, and then shut the box and hammer it closed.
His eyes
Just a
widen
little,
as he looks at it.
just. Oh, I'm gonna throw some like food and stuff in there too.
Okay.
Just like so. I mean, obviously Brigsby is just gonna like. He's not gonna actually be in there for
He
very
swallowed
long.
the stone.
No, I'm just putting Brigsby in there as like, so that guy doesn't go snooping.
I see. Okay.
You
And
know, as
there's
like
the
I'm
snake.
just gonna be like, a little bit of extra security.
All right. Interesting thing to transport. All right, gold, please.
I already gave
You already
it.
gave
I
it to him?
dropped it.
Okay. He's satisfied with that. He sees that it's like a strange thing to be transporting, and he turns away and goes back to his regular duties. Meanwhile, the soldiers have moved most of the cargo on the military vessel, and the military vessel is now departing and sailing east. The fishing vessels got most of the chum back on board, and they're now filing on deck and about to leave as well. Is there anything else you want to do before they go?
Start going north.
Okay. But you did slip the stone in the box, right?
Yeah, the
missed
stone is
that.
in the box.
Okay.
I said discreetly. I can roll sleight of hand if you'd like.
I think
Because I think it's worth rolling just because like what I was originally intending was for him to like think I loaded something into the box that I didn't let him see, and then I put the snake in there so that nobody would go snooping. But it seems like what he actually thought was that I was transporting the snake was the cargo.
yeah. So
We
let's.
have brilliant help by just being really distracting. Oh, hey there, friend. Can I tell you the story of how I came to be with this party, you know? Oh, gosh, it goes all the way back to my time in the village, you know? He's just talking this guy's ear off.
Ruin
That's
gonna
hilarious.
just walking around trying to look sus. Like sneak around like, hey, what's this? Hey.
Rick doesn't know what to do, so he's just awkwardly standing to the side.
Yep. A part of this.
Okay. So because he didn't see you put the object in, he thinks it's the snake that you're transporting. So we're gonna go with that original idea. All
Okay,
right.
I mean that's actually way better than what I
Yeah.
even intended. So I love it.
Okay. Very well. They're loading their fishing vessel and sailing to the east towards the Riverlands, the Grey Riverlands. What would you like
And
to do
then-
next?
I got one more question, like map wise. The rivers that like run in the other directions that you said kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Is there one that goes north that could get us like any sort of boost in travel time by taking passage on that?
No, that river is the most tumultuous river. It actually comes down from the mountain just north of Jawood Mountains.
Okay, so not passable.
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I think we just start hiking north through the mountains. I think that's honestly a good idea because like it'll help cover our tracks more, and without them being able to see us, you know, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Just go direct north through the difficult mountains, and then
They're going into
towards
the mountains.
Stoneguard from there.
Okay. Well, you know that in the mountains.
What do you think? I mean, what does Rig thinks particularly, and then like what does anybody else think? I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
I mean-
we sent them this way, so like going like this way is like not a good idea. And going this way or this way is just more out of the way. So I kind of feel like this square is like the square.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Like Rig would not want to follow in the same direction as the boat even a little bit. Um, and Thorolf is just there to bodyguard Rig, and Brillis just doesn't. I mean, Rig's the one whose opinion actually he has one, and he trusts Kamaji to know what's best, and he would go the perpendicular to the river.
Okay. So the Jawood Mines is directly in your path. You guys will be headed there. Well, you'll be heading past it. Did you want to visit it? You know that from last time you heard rumors of the mines being overrun by some strange monsters.
I mean, unless there's like some sort of time to be saved or some sort of a shortcut through the mines, then I don't think we're interested because the key is speed here. We need to get home.
It takes 2 days to go over the mountains and 1 day to go through the mines, as long as you can get through them. It's 1 day through the
How
mines.
ominous! How ominous is that? As long as you can get through them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm game to go through. I don't know what do you guys think?
We're gonna just follow Kamaji.
I mean, I feel like Ruin would never shy away from a fight anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we would save a day. It's not the most necessary thing, but save enough time and going to see Helga, my special little guy who's on his way. Gonna be well, let's go through the mines.
Speaking of your special little guy, Rig, have you come up with a name?
I just told you, he's my special little guy. His name is Guy. Gonna be a guy.
Guy?
Like,
His name is Guy.
Oh,
I like that name quite a lot, actually.
oh, pretty good.
Simple, straightforward name tells you what he is. He's a guy, and yeah, end of story.
He's your guy, and he's your little dude.
well, I guess
He's
it's
my
your
guy,
choice.
and he's my-
You're the king and the
and
father.
that's true. I am the king and the father. That is true.
You can tell that. You can roll insight on Prince Elmond if you want.
Oh, Rig, I'm so happy for you there. Sons are such a little blessing, and daughters too. I don't want to pretend like I'm prejudiced here. I got one of each of my own. I mean, they are made of stone, but
Prince Elmond doesn't think it's a great name, but he's happy for
Well,
you, so he doesn't say anything.
His name
Well,
is
who
Elman.
cares his
He doesn't have a
opinion?
lot of he doesn't have a lot of legs to stand on with a name like Elman.
I agree. I think Guy is a much better name than Elmond.
Is that what you say, Kamaji? Almost
Yeah.
called you
Oh, no,
Malachite.
yeah, Rig just kind of mutters that or thinks that he doesn't say it out loud.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, he whispers it to Kamaji.
And
Like
I'll
Kamaji's
be
in
like,
his inner circle. Yeah.
Kamaji I'll just look at you and just kind of just like give you like a smirk and nod, like, yeah. Well said.
Okay, so you have made it up to this area. This is the Jawood Mines. This is the settlement at the base of the mines. Most of the people here are pretty rough. They live and breathe most of their time inside of these deep caverns that they've been digging out these precious gemstones. Unfortunately, recent times, there have been some excavations that have led to these monsters spilling into the tunnels, and you're not sure exactly what kind, but most of the caverns have been sealed off, and the people inside the settlements are having issues with about, like, should they be starting new shafts? Should they be abandoning this mine and moving to the to the southwest to reopen like an older mine that was pretty much like just run dry. There's no gemstones left there because there's still a lot to mine inside of this part of the mountain.
The picture looks a little bit small on your screen.
Oh, thank you. Let me zoom in there.
It's
Nice.
yeah, it looks kind of cool.
Looks like Dark Souls.
I like the little like waterfall area over to the side there. Looks like they've been here for a while. I mean, they got like pretty solid structures. I mean, not like the nicest, obviously, but they got a wall and
Mm-hmm.
they've built up around the waterfall. Like, they definitely have been here a long time.
What would you guys like to do?
All right, well, I mean, any information we can glean from these people is going to be helpful in the mine. So we'll go in and try and chat with them. And I kind of like nudge. I mean, it's pretty cold up here, right? Looks like there's snow.
Yeah, there's snow on the peaks. It's pretty chilly. Most people are wearing furs.
Kind of like nudge Ruin, and I'm like, put your hood up. Try and keep these people from being mean to us.
Right. I can hide. Like that's stealth in the hide from at the back of the somebody.
Okay. You gonna stealth? You can
Yeah,
roll performance
stealth.
or something if you wanted to as well. That'd be an option.
No, I want to stealth. Yeah.
Okay. Trying to remain unseen.
Whoa.
You put your
Whoa,
hood
nice.
up and you tighten the straps around your hood so that it kind of covers most of your face. It is a bit overcast today. There's a lot of shadows, kind of, or I guess a lot of. It's very dark inside of the little village,
Nice.
and it is coming towards evening time. So maybe the torchlight's casting shadows that you can stand in as you move into this little settlement.
Hiding shadow.
As you walk in, people are sort of looking at you strangely. Many of them are very skinny. They appear not to get a lot of food or sunlight themselves because most of the time they were, working underground. There is a small tavern that you can visit if you would like. It seems to be where most people go during the day.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not like we're gonna knock on people's doors. That'd be weird.
It'd be weird.
Taverns where we
Fram was-
go.
yeah,
We're right at home in taverns.
I would knock on people's door and hand out pamphlets, but
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I
The
wonder how
tavern-
many tavern maps you've gone through.
I've gone through lots. Oh my god. Okay. So this tavern is sort of it's a mixture of a tavern but also the residence for many of the miners. So they all kind of live here. Like a handful of them do. All right, let's get you on the map. You guys would be coming from All right, and we're going to say that the door to this place is right here. That's the door. Right where Rig is.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's no door.
know,
Otherwise,
it's-
that's so weird.
It's very weird. It's
Maybe
sort of it's kind of a tavern, kind of a barracks, also the residence of many of these settlers, so
I think it's maybe meant to be like a basement. Look at these stairs.
I think so too.
But this is fine. This is
Just
good.
ignore those stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have arrived. It's got a stone floor, stone walls. It's quite warm inside, but it's got this musty smell as many of the people who are passing you by are very dirty and have not showered in many days. Some of them even bump shoulders with you as you pass by. They give no fucks down here. Up here.
I mean, were the taverns we were staying in? Did we even? We did stay. But were the taverns in Jawood City? Did they have like bathing areas?
Yeah, mostly outside. This place doesn't has like the place where people
Okay.
are bathing are like horse troughs.
So we're doing a lot better than these people are.
Yeah.
We're classy folk around here.
Pretty much. So what are you doing?
What are people kind of giving us weird looks, or are they just kind of going about their business?
Yeah, they're looking at you strangely.
All right, I'll go up to the bartender then. That guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna hide in the brewer's shadow. Lady.
How can I help you, friend?
What do you got any ale?
I don't have anything special. You look like city folk. No city folk ale up here in the mountains. I can get you, best I could do is just a light beer, a light ale. I brewed it here myself, but, we don't have much time to spend on brewing.
Fine by me. I'll take 4 of them.
All right, it's going to be 2 gold pieces. Sorry for the expensive price, but it is difficult to make anything up here.
Actually 5. I'll take 5, and here's I'll give you 3 gold pieces. Keep the change.
Oh, very well. I appreciate that. Have a seat anywhere that's open. Don't let these ruffians push you around too much.
Appreciate that. Is there anybody around here that could perhaps tell us a bit of information about the mines, or regale us with some tales?
Well, you could probably talk to the headmaster. He's sitting across the room from us, over by the fireplace. He points in the general direction of over here.
Thank you kindly.
All right, 1 second.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
pass an ale to every. I wasn't gonna buy one for Elmond, but I did. So I'm gonna pass an ale to everybody.
Not
Okay.
me.
Oh, wait,
I'm
I
in
didn't-
the shadow.
Oh, actually, I did. I got 5, so I actually didn't get. I didn't get one for Ruin. That was
Nice.
yeah, because I didn't want to draw attention. Yeah, don't want to draw attention to Ruin. So the 5 of us.
I'm invisible.
Well, cheers, boys.
Yes?
Wow, you actually bought me an ale. Thanks, Kamachi.
I wasn't gonna, but I figured
Wow, this
you're
is
old
really
enough
good.
now.
Wow.
You've seen enough.
He keeps drinking it. Gosh, I really like this. This is so
Now-
tasty.
I like stop him from drinking, like reach out and like slowly. You're only gonna have one, so make sure you savor it.
All right. He kind of looks around. He's going to roll a perception check, or actually insight.
I say as I finish my real beer.
He doesn't really notice that like other people are kind of like taking their time sipping. That's like he's sort of immature for rushing through his beer so quickly. Maybe it's only half left, and he just got it from you.
Immature, or really just playing into
Eager,
his
I guess.
barbarian
Overly
side.
eager. I don't know. Maybe overly eager.
I think he's being a
It's a little
responsible
bit of both.
barbarian.
Yeah, and remember last time since we come back from the Shadowland, he
Okay.
actually become like
What wiser.
Pretty decent, wiser
Yeah.
young man.
True. He's just very
Good lad.
excited and a little overeager to have a new experience. He's not being like, I guess not immature. He's just being, overly zealous about it. So he kind of doesn't notice that he's being that way, but he sits down with you and listens to Kamaji anyway. You guys are around this
You
table.
better. I'm gonna smack that beer out of his hand. I bought it for him. I'll take it away from him.
You do see the individual that the innkeeper was referring to. He's got a headband around his head, and he appears to be kind of a gruff fella. He's sitting over here nursing an ale. There's like an empty pitcher on the table. A couple other people are sitting there with them, and they seem to be kind of talking somewhat sullenly about something that's happening at present. They're not arguing, they're just like discussing an issue.
Now, I kind of like lean into the table a little closer. Now, I reckon we keep our cards close to our chests on this one, and I was thinking perhaps we should tell them we're a reporter and some bodyguards from Jawood City here to write a story about the mines and perhaps get a tour for ourselves. And we heard it was dangerous, so we brought some bodyguards to help protect us. I could be the main reporter, or I could be the interviewer, and Brillis will be play the part of the reporter.
You don't need me to be a showmaker again?
Well, you just don't really fit the part of a bodyguard, so
I don't know. Back in my village, I was known as a real tough. Well, sorry, I was lying there, friend. Gotta keep the reputation of old Brillis up there, But okay, I see what you mean.
I could play the bodyguard.
Yeah, you all four of you will play the bodyguard's crew, and it'll be me and Brillis that'll be the reporting team when in need of protection.
Actually, I
but
love you in real life. That's my job. That's what I do.
Exactly, you're perfect. You're perfect for the part.
I actually hide under the table.
Perfect.
Brillis, I mean,
How do we
Rillin,
really go?
stop stepping on my
Just
feet.
down there.
I'm still gonna protect Big Rig.
What do you mean?
Why are you under the table?
Shut up, I'm fighting. I'm invisible.
I think people are going to notice that you're under the table.
What? No way. They won't ever notice unless you keep talking to me. Shut up.
You're going to have to roll another
Good,
stealth check for the end.
Okay.
Back when I used to live in
No.
Single
Yeah.
Village, before we moved to Stoneguard, nobody there liked the dwarves very much, and I had to deal with the looks and the stares, and what I found is that hiding is no good for anybody. You lose your dignity real quick. You gotta show up and be there, and teach them to deal with you. So sit here and be proud of being a goblin. Just like I'm proud of being a dwarf.
Well, maybe she should wait to do that until after we question this guy about the mines.
Well, alright. But
So-
we can wait a little while for everyone to actualize.
All right, well, I guess stay under there then, Ruin. Whatever you want to do. Get off my feet, though. It's annoying.
That's not your feet. Shut up.
All right, Brillis, come on. Let's go see
Right
if we
here.
can glean some information.
I'm ninja.
Okay, I'm gonna do a whole lot of gleaning.
Prince Elman walks over to the other side of the table to better see the interaction, but also sit next to Rig and get away from Ruin accidentally hitting his feet.
So now everybody, Ruins under the table. Everybody's sitting on the side that's facing the wall, and the table's just like totally open on the other side.
Oh no!
Yep.
Hey, get over there! Give me some cover.
I'm gonna go over here, mostly just to get some space, so nobody sit next to me.
Nice,
Perfect
nice.
plan.
This is good.
As you guys walk over, the individual at the table sort of looks up from his beer. Can I help you, friend?
Yes. Excuse us. Headmaster, is it?
Some call me that. Some call me first mate. Depends on who's asking.
Well,
this is Reggie. My name is Lilith, so that's who's asking.
shit. Whatever, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're reporters here, doing a story for Jawood City about the mines up here and how things are going, and
Yeah, cut to the chase, fella. I got some conversation to be had with the gentleman here.
Well, we were just hoping you could give us some information. We could come back at a more convenient time if that works, but we just had some questions about the mines, and we were planning on going in there ourselves. I heard it could be a little dangerous, so we were wondering if you had any tips. We got ourselves a bodyguard crew.
These are your bodyguards?
Yes.
They all start kind of chuckling
yeah.
themselves. All right, I guess. Look, if you want to know any information about the mines, there's really not much to be said. We had to close it down mostly, except for the entrance. Everything else is too dangerous to explore at the moment. There's no point in going in there. And there's no crossing to the other side anymore. The other damn monsters came out of the walls. I don't even know what we call them.
So,
Big
what's
gaping
the plan
mouths.
moving forward?
Well, plan moving forward is we're probably gonna have to set up camp at the other mining shaft, which is to the southwest of here. It's unfortunate because most of that mine ran dry, but we're hoping we might strike a vein or two and elsewhere among the mountain.
And is that, when you say that, is that like the other hex that they're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, do you mind if we go?
My readers there. What kind of monster did you see there? Can you describe them for me so I can write it down? Wink.
Sure, I suppose I could describe it. It's a large creature. It's got a gaping mouth, unlike anything I'd ever seen. I don't even know. It's like an oversized worm of sorts. Terrifying to behold. Some people say that it's actually just the offspring of some kind of maternal beast deep embedded in the rock. I'm not too sure, though. I'm not no hunter or nothing.
What?
Oh yeah, that's some real good color for the article there. Thank you there, friend.
What color is the beast?
Dark shade of purple.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I've read about this creature?
Sure can. You've heard that there are worms in mountains, but you're unsure about this species. Other people could roll who are standing next to you. If they have...
Be brilliant.
Yeah. You're even more unsure.
Oh gosh, a purple
What about
worm, you
me?
say? Whoa. I can't imagine what that would be like.
Ruin, you've heard of them, but you're underneath the table.
Yeah, I can still hear it.
Well, Thorolf is closer than Ruin. Let's see what Thorolf has. Let's see what Thorolf hears.
He doesn't like worms because worms don't have arms to hug.
You can't hug a worm. I mean, it's just a fact of nature. You can't hug them. Just like snakes and snails and slugs. I
Gotta-
those favorite creatures. Give me a good octopus in the garden. Shane, I'll give that thing hugs all day.
Well, now what if a slug wrapped his eye stalks around you? That's kind of hug
That's like
like.
an eye hug. It's kind of like a hug, but it's not as good.
Well, what about
You know,
like
that's why
what about when a snake like wraps you up and constricts you?
Look, friend, I don't know what you're talking about, all this hugging. We don't do a lot of that around here. If there's any other information you want, ask now. I'd be inclined to get drunk with my buddies here.
You know any weaknesses or resistances that this purple worm has?
Hells if I know. I turned tail and ran out of there quicker than a western sand grouse in midwinter.
That's fast.
oh gosh, in winter
better
you
believe
say?
it.
Oh no.
Well, thank you for your time, but it looks like we'll have to go do some on-site research ourselves.
Look, friend, you can't go up there. It's been cordoned off. There's no way to get inside. You gotta have the key to unlock the metal gate that we've installed up there just in case the worm decides to spill out of that cavern entrance. Not to say it couldn't make its own tunnel, but, we're hoping it doesn't take advantage of the already burrowed hole.
Well, do you mind if
Who's
we?
got the key there?
I do.
You know, for the article. Oh, could I see it so I could draw a picture of it?
Pulls it out of his pocket, slaps it on the table. Satisfied, he grabs it, puts it back in his pocket.
Brillis wants to do like a tracing of it on a piece of paper.
Look, friend, you ain't doing no tracing of my key. It's a special thing to me. We can't let people get up there. I can't risk you trying to take it and, make a cast of it or some other funny business.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't dream of anything funny there, friend. What do you take me for?
You could roll persuasion if you're trying to convince him to take you up there, anything like that. But he does seem very hesitant because of the danger.
You know, you should
Yeah,
take us up there. They might not look like it, but my bodyguards there are some of the finest folk you can imagine, you know?
Yeah,
You
you
should
should.
really just let us all go up.
We're not gonna try and fight the beast. We're just gonna try and run away or just document it and see what it is. I do have proficiency, so you can roll advantage.
Nice.
All right, look, if you want to go up there, I'll take you there and unlock the gate myself. But don't say I didn't warn you. You trying to take a path
Absolutely
through the
not.
mountain or something? What's the eager rush to go up there anyhow? You researchers?
Well, we're writing an
journalists,
article, and as you know, journalists have deadlines. Our boss is breathing down our neck.
Oh, he's a real. Oh, you don't want to get on the wrong side of our boss there. No,
I think
sir.
I heard of. I think I've heard him. This is the fellow that works at the Jawood Crier, isn't it?
Yeah, the
yeah.
one in the same, sir.
Western District. Is that right? He does all those
Oh,
fancy
yeah.
nilly-willy
Way out west.
reports on the king of Jawood
Yep.
City. Makes him look real fine and dandy all the time. I'm sick of his shit in that paper. Can't stand it. I really can't stand what you've been writing in there. In fact, I'd like to put in a few words myself. Here, we'll jot this down. I think that the king is neglecting many of the miners up here in the mines, and I don't care for the way that he is handling our situation. He needs to, he needs to deliver more supplies for our storage so we can eat healthy and rest up and make sure that we are protected, especially against these worms. Put that in your paper.
Got it. I got it all written down right here.
That's
Thank
good.
you there.
You can put my name down too if you don't mind.
Yeah, headmaster
Skur Bellows.
Scurbellos.
Most people call me first
You got
mate
it.
or matey. It all depends on who you ask. He used to serve on a ship, military ship, in fact. I got tired of serving that king, though. Damn him to hells.
Well, I tell you what, we you let us up there, and we'll write a whole other article. Just do a little bio piece on yourself here, and try and drum up some support for your little mining town here. Lord knows the city benefits from all y'all do up here.
You think that you do that
Oh,
for
it
me?
sure
Be in
does.
your paper?
Absolutely. I just need to write this mining monster story, because that's the slop that my boss wants, and I'm just trying. We just two striving journalists trying to make our way through the muck and the mud to get to the top. You know how it is.
Oh, I know how it is. And believe
You know,
me,
the guy who
I've
works there,
much
that
more
friend-
interesting story than anything you've been working on, or anything that this other worm business has been doing. I have traveled the world. In fact,
And I can sense that, and that is why I immediately knew it'd be a good bio piece. Don't you think, bro? Wouldn't that be a good bio piece?
Oh, I sure do. You know, the worm is just there as the hook, you know, draw everyone in, but then it's real about the human interest story, you know. Oh, boyfriend, I'd like to hear every single story you got. So why don't you start with the beginning? How did you first become interested in being a miner there, friend? You know, I
well,
wanna-
that's a funny
you
story.
think
I'm
it's
glad you asked. I'm glad you asked me that question. You see, actually, I was born to a tomato farmer. My dad, he was a good man.
Like calls over the waiter and like orders like another ale and like, okay, friend, slow down. You're going
Sorry,
a
sorry.
mile a minute there.
My
Let me start right.
My father, Senior Scurbello CC, he was a tomato farmer, but he didn't make much money, and he died young. And then my mom, she died, soon after. They were in love for a long time. So I decided to get a job on a fishing vessel, and I went out to the east, all the way to Turtle Dome, and I met a very sweet turtle lady out there, and we got married underneath the turtle shell. And
No, sweet turtle lady, you say?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that is
yes, sir.
fascinating. But
Yeah.
I do think we should probably try and get up to the gate before it gets dark, because it is starting to get a little dark, and we'd really love to not have to spend an extra day here up in the mountains if we can avoid it. So,
I'll tell you my story on the way up the mountain. We got a long walk ahead of us and plenty of time to share our backgrounds.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes, sir. Certainly.
You're gonna have to keep me away from that, sir. I want to hear every last detail. I love a good rambling story.
So he rambles on and on about his turtle wife and the children that they had together.
That's totally interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
His children actually did not survive. And then his wife passed away as well from a disease that's specific to turtles only. And so he went back to his fishing. He had shell virus.
My wife and kids turned to stone, so I can relate there, friend.
And then he served aboard a fish.
Really into this.
You guys, it's basically just him and Brillis talking the whole way up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do kind of like the idea that like his wife and kids died from a disease that made their shells like rot and become soft, and Brillis's family is like not dead, but like because they became like shell like.
Yeah.
They have a lot to bond over.
My yang, Oh yeah. It's like I'm one side, you're the opposite, but we're really just the same deep down,
He tells you how he even sailed north across the sea to the troll city, and then he came back to return to home. But he just doesn't, fit in here as well, which is why he came up to the settlement to mine, because for a while the pay was really good. But since this issue has happened and the economy has been crashing due to they're not getting gemstones and they don't have the agriculture coming in from Stoneguard any longer because they don't have control over it, he's just kind of living up here in destitute. All right, so you guys are going up to the mines.
At some point, too, Rig kind of like,
so if Stoneguard was to form an alliance with your city and give you agricultural business, you'd be in favor of that? Just asking, because I like small talk.
I wouldn't mind myself.
Because he wants.
Alright, yeah, they call me Chatted Joe. Sorry for talking too much.
He's gonna roll insight. Hold on.
Because Reagan's
Yeah,
getting so much information about like starting. Should I roll something?
No, he's just rolling insight. He doesn't. Yeah, actually, roll
Yeah.
roll performance.
Oh, I'm real good at that.
He doesn't
I
notice
think if
that
it's
you're the
performance
king.
good enough. Yeah. Yeah.
He's basically
Well, I better go back with my fellow gods before I chat your ear off.
Yeah, very well. It's nice to meet you. One last thing, though, is I don't think the king of Jawood City would be very interested in aligning themselves with Stone God now that it's been lost.
Oh, yeah. Just maybe the Dwarven King is creating an alliance for all races and, join in this utopia and be better off for everybody. I don't know. Just a bodyguard here.
Okay.
You gotta forgive my bodyguard. These dwarves sometimes they get a little opinionated, but they make great bodyguards.
I missed the last thing, Eric, so I'm sorry.
Oh, he's just What was the last thing I said? He's just like say, yeah, I'm just a bodyguard. Don't worry about it.
Oh. They do make
Just a
good
bodyguard,
bodyguards. You're stout and strong and reliable when it comes to melee fighting.
Did you hear? Did you hear what he said about he was basically saying like how this the new dwarven king up there is making like a city welcoming everybody and making a
I did
utopia
not.
for all.
That's what I missed.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's basically like this whole thing is Rig fishing for information about how to expand out now and start bringing more
Okay.
under his control so that he can spread like the.
You think someone like me could settle down in a place like that?
I definitely do. I know lots of outlanders and other sorts were welcomed into the city. I hear it's everyone's equal up there now.
Is that right? Well, that's surprising to hear. I wouldn't have expected that. If I had been the king of Stone God and been in his situation, I would have put all them to slaughter.
I will say through our reporting connections, we have verified that report. There is several outlanders that are thriving in the city, and even there was one that was even part of the royal guard. I heard.
Is that right?
We had one at our party until he was eaten by a monster.
Who was that?
A fella named Chance.
He's gonna roll. It doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, he didn't really ring a bell so much as roll a dice, but yep, he died.
Huh. Well, that's a shame about your friend's loss. Well, here we are.
Yep.
You look up ahead of the trail and you see the big metal door with a latch on it. That's where the key goes, obviously. He walks up and he unlocks it and the door, screeches open. This black opening. Go on ahead if you're interested. Should I wait here for you, or are you planning on going out the other side?
You can wait here for us. I mean, honestly, we can just lock it up after when we come back out, right?
Well, you need the key for that, and I can't part with the key. I gotta lock it back up when you come back out after your investigation.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, we won't be long. You can just wait for us.
All right, very well. I'll wait here. You guys walk in. No torches are lit. It's very dark. Who's leading the way?
I am a human, so I don't have dark vision, I don't think.
I have dark vision.
You want to go first?
So does Rig. Rillis used to have dark vision, but now he's a human, so he doesn't anymore, which is kind of interesting.
That's
That
interesting.
is interesting. Oh my god.
Oh, and
Uh.
actually, Thorolf used to be a human and didn't have dark vision, but now that he's a vampire, he does.
Interesting.
Oh
That's
gosh, I
really
used to be able to see down in these areas, but now that I'm a human, I can't see a darn thing. Oh, really? Because now that I'm a vampire, I can see everything.
So ridiculous. Well,
So Rig,
I can't see anything at all, so I'm going to
and
stay in the back.
when we were in um, the last couple sessions, Rig got the Robe of Eyes, which does give you dark vision, so he might give that to Brillis.
Okay.
I do have a cloak here that lets me see in the dark and see invisible creatures and whatnot. Doesn't do a lot of good for me since I've already got dark vision. Brills, would you like it?
Oh yeah, thank you. I'd love to be able to see in the dark again. So I'll do
Okay.
that real quick.
You've got somebody. I remember Ruin. I think has like a bunch. Has like had like multiple Dungeoneers kits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I grabbed one from the Linear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that has torches in it. So I'll definitely grab one of those if you don't mind.
Sure.
And I'm
I
just gonna
got
light the
10
torch.
torch.
I'd much rather see than be stealthy, especially when there's monsters around.
Okay. Give me one moment.
All right, so it works like I have to hold it in a hand and providing bright light, 20-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So I can see for 40 feet, basically.
Okay.
Rig has 60 feet of dark vision. Thorolf has 120 feet of dark vision, and Brillis has 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
And also, Brillis can see anyone who is invisible.
I'm just fixing something up here. I will be ready. Oh, that's totally wrong. All right, and so you guys are marching in that order then? Is that about right? This has got to be changed to March. Cat Sky.
I'm gonna have Thorolf ahead of Rig just for the bodyguard aspect.
Okay.
Little bit of first spiking. What if there's danger up ahead? What if somebody wants a hug?
Alrighty, so you guys have walked in. You look around, and you see two passages ahead of you, one that goes to the left and one that goes to the right. The one that goes to the right appears to go to a dead end toward a door and a walled off little room. The other one goes towards a larger opening. You can see there's like a track here, which can be adjusted to move the carts down different passageways. Which way are we going?
Oh, I was sorry, I was muted. Let's check out the room on the right.
Room on the right.
Don't want any monsters sneaking up behind us. Best clear our backs. Best we can.
As you walk in, you see that there is the headmaster's desk. A bunch of papers spread out across the table or the desk. Like old candle wax that's been melted on top of the wood. A bunch of boxes and ropes, crates, some packages which look like might have contained some supplies. Various tools, spades, pickaxes. There appears to be a note with an ink pen on it. And that's it. It's unfinished, but it was someone was writing something before they abandoned this area.
What's it say?
When you read it, it is signed by the headmaster, the one that you met. It says that the worms have taken over the mines, and they think that they dug into a tunnel too deep, but something doesn't add up. He remembers that there were no sign of worms until just recently, and they dug deeper in the past. And he's questioning whether or not it was really them, like their digging, that caused the worms to surface this high from the mountain. He thinks perhaps that there was foul play at foot, but he doesn't know who or why.
The worms are the least of our problems. It's a Balrog. The Outlanders, their greed, they dug too deep. They unleashed the Balrog.
Well, it says in the note that they've dug deep before and they had no problems. This was a different tunnel that they dug, and for whatever reason, the worms surfaced. He thinks that something else was going on, but he has no proof. And he doesn't see why anyone would try to make the worms surface purposefully, though he suspects that that could be a possibility. He states all of this in the note.
I want to investigate the room and the desk.
It looks like it was left in a hurry. You confirm the note's ownership to be Skur, who you met previously. You notice that there is a note that was sent here by the king, just stating that they can't afford to send any extra supplies, and that unfortunately that the miners are going to have to work with what they have. I would say you also find a precious gemstone in the desk.
Precious gemstone. Yoink.
It's worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Oh, dope.
Shiny.
That could be what you use.
Oh, there, Commander, you can put that on a engagement ring there for ruin.
Was just thinking that.
Shut up, Brillis.
Oh, I'm just romantic at heart,
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Sure would.
Shut up, Elman.
Did you hear that, Ruin? Kamaji's working on your ring for you.
You got a stupid name anyway.
I can't wait.
I mean, that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's, well, true, but, we got other nice qualities, I suppose.
Hey, Ruin.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I haven't been back to Fingrove Village for a really long time, and, I left my girlfriend there, and, well, you're a girl. How can I win her over? She was kind of upset with me the last time we talked.
Well, just give him money. Just give her money.
Is that what girls like? Money?
Yeah, of course.
Is it that easy?
Yes, just like that. Just
Oh, man.
give all your money to her.
All right, I gotta
I
start
mean,
collecting some
I'm
money.
married, you know. And my wife told me that the thing she loves most about me is how I make really nice shoes, you know, that I got the soul of an artist.
So
I'm
girls
married
like
to somebody who's not.
shoes and money.
And
food.
she told me she likes my big fluffy beard. Likes to run her fingers through it.
He puts his hand to his chin and he goes, I'm not growing much of a beard, but I probably could buy fancy shoes if I could find some money. Or maybe you could make me shoes
You know,
for my
yeah.
girlfriend, Prillis.
You know, I thought you'd never asked there, son. Tell me more about what kind of shoes you want.
Well, I don't know, something fancy, you know? Something that's gonna really win her over.
Oh, I think I got the idea there. You want something with boxing and girths. Okay.
Sounds about right, I
Need
guess.
some axe shoes. Put some axe on the shoes. It'll be awesome.
Quiet, Gruzlock. You're just a stick. You don't know anything.
What? That's rude. I'm a white stick.
I guess we could put a shoe on
That's
you.
like the expert on the heart.
Don't put an axe on me. I want to be an axe. It's kind of bored to be just a stick.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna be in there a long time. I mean, you could be in there forever. Isn't that what little
Well,
Tim
you might-
said?
Yeah, man, I miss my little brody. Where's little Tim
You know, I
now?
can't make you an axe there, friend, but I can make you a stiletto. That's basically like having like a little stabby knife on your head there. Bill pulls out a stiletto shoe and puts it on the Grudlock stick.
What's that? Stello shoot.
A stiletto is like a high heel shoe, but the high heel has a sharp point. It's kind of like a little knife.
Oh.
And he's
Oh,
made it really sharp. Like he's made it like an actual knife.
nice. Fancy.
I made this just for you.
So does piercing or bludgeoning? I think it was already like that, but now it's got an extra edge to
Yep.
it. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, Brillis.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, but what about the shoes for my girlfriend?
Well, what kind of shoes do you want me to make? Is it for you or for her there? Because I need you to tell me your shoe size if you're gonna have me make shoes for a lady.
A baby? What? I mean, she's my girlfriend.
Oh, no. I said lady there.
Oh,
on,
lady!
yeah,
Oh,
listen.
gosh! I thought you said baby. I was like, whoa, jumping the gun. I'm not like where Kamaji and Ruin are yet. I'm not ready to get married. He says it right in front of the two of you.
What? True enough there, you know. They're probably gonna be in the family way before you know it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I need a pair of shoes for myself and for her. Then I'll take her on a date or something really fancy. I'll spend a lot of money in front of her because that's what Ruin suggested. I just gotta find out how I can get some money.
Oh, how much you need there, son?
I don't know. How much is a lot? How much is a lot of money, Ruin?
Probably like 1,000 or 10,000.
Isn't that like
I
a
don't
big
got
difference?
that, but here's 15 gold pieces for you, son. Take your girl out somewhere special.
Oh, thanks. He puts it in his pocket.
And I'll start working right away on those shoes, but if you can give me a rough idea of her foot size and shape, you know, it could really help me out.
I think she's like I don't know, 7.5. I'm gonna roll.
Oh, that's a good
D12.
shoe size.
I'm gonna roll a D12 for her shoe size. It's a 3.
She's got tiny little feet.
So you're gonna make a size 7. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll make a size 7 for you there.
Yeah.
And I'll make you some, you want some boots, or do you want, like, running shoes? What kind of shoes do you want there, friend?
I want something fancy, you know, for like a dinner date. But I don't even know what size shoe I wear. Always just try it on till it
Well,
fits.
Oh, that's one way to do it. If the shoemaker doesn't know what they're doing, they can be all different sorts of sizes, But when you come to umbrellas, he knows what he's doing, and so we're gonna take your measurements here.
Okay.
You know what they say? If the shoe fits.
Oh, that's my favorite saying, friend. We're gonna go through the whole process of foot documentation, which is a thing where you measure all the different parts, the foot imprint, the draft drawings, and the markets up.
All right, he takes out his foot and presents it to you. It's not smelly.
Oh, occupational hazard there. Yeah, don't worry. I smelled far worse than those, son. He takes all the measurements and he gets the shoe size just right. And he starts working on a very fancy pair of boots. Like, it's gonna be functional, but very, very ornate. Like, there's little.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Very cool. Yeah, don't forget about the size 7s for my girlfriend, though. It kind of seems like it's too big. Now, what size are his feet?
Well, we're gonna say his are size 6.
Okay.
Eh,
I
How
remember
much-
He's smaller
Brillis-
than he thought his girlfriend.
I'm pretty
Are
su-
we really making shoes right now?
I'm just taking the measurements, I'm not actually making the darn things, just getting the whole thing right in Brillis's head.
Oh, all right.
It's a matter of love, just like you and Ruin, I mean, would you let anything stand in the way of your story?
Let's just go with shoes are important.
Well, what do you do for
I mean,
Ruin?
that's why
How
got
did you
this
win
one for
Ruin?
that ring there?
Yeah, what you gonna give me?
I mean-
A swift kick in the pants is what I'm gonna give you if you don't get it moving. Now let's go.
Alright.
All
That's
right.
kind of romantic. In the goblin way.
All right, you guys get up here. I don't remember who is in the lead, so you can move. I know that Elman was in the back. But make sure you put yourself in order. You can't go past the cart. You do notice that there is a cart in front of you filled with stones, not gemstones. This is a type of stone that glows in the dark and can be used to illuminate the surroundings. It's 10-foot radius of light, but they are not precious gemstones. It's just a glowing type of rock. There's a bacteria on top of it. You can see some moss. Okay. Most of them are cleaned, though, so the moss is gone. You're in the order you want to be in?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Elman should probably be like closer to Rig, being that he's his bodyguard.
Sure.
Well, Thorolf is the bodyguard.
Well, Thorolf's the well. Elman thinks that he's,
I know. So that Rig's
A real one, so you don't need to stick that close. You could why don't you talk to Brillis about your shoes? It's pretty important. You probably want to do that right now.
Oh yeah, come back over here and I'll tell you all about him.
Since you guys
The
are
map on your screen didn't move with us.
move for me on my stream.
Okay, I saw it.
Okay. As you walk up into the center of the room, there's a big gear. That gear helps to turn the track to 2 different directions. You're now inside the room, so I will clear the rest of it.
Any shiny here?
You can roll an investigation check, see if you can locate any more stones.
I want more shiny. Only 3.
You don't see any in the
All of us
area.
investigating.
You can if you'd like. If you have, I would say, proficiency in it. Or actually, anyone could roll it for this.
Ooh, Brillis got a nat 20.
Kamaji got a 29.
Okay, so Kamaji, you
Oh,
find
I just realized room is basically one giant shoe. I finally understand.
You find another precious gemstone worth the same amount, but Brillis, you find a gemstone that's worth twice as much. 2,000 gold pieces of value.
I'm gonna use this as part of that lady's shoe. Call Prince Almond will woo that girl.
Ooh. Almond
I'm
finds
gonna
one worth 500 pieces. I'm just going to write that down. One moment. Okay. I'm just going to add the 500 pieces for now. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. Like this? Maybe I could use this, right, Ruin? And he shows Ruin the 500 gold piece gemstone. Look how shiny it is.
You know what? Maybe you should. I know a friend who know another friend. It's a gen. Like know how to deal with this kind of gen and make it looks even more shiny.
Really?
So, give it to me. Yeah. I will help you.
Roll deception.
Deception.
Wait, Ruin could be telling the truth. I mean, if you cut a gemstone the right way, you know.
Ned Dante.
Oh man, yeah. If you could do that for me, I'd be so grateful to you. I mean, my girlfriend, if she sees this, she's gonna be smitten. The shoes, the gemstone,
Oh God.
the dinner date. Gosh, you're a lifesaver, Ruin. He hands you the gemstone. It's 500 gold pieces.
I got you back.
Make sure you make a note of that.
Brilla shows him his math.
500. 500 or 5,000.
500. And then what did Eric say?
Brillis has the one that's worth 2,000, and he's, I'm gonna use this as a top into the toe cap. Normally I'd use just a diamante or a paste gem, but we're gonna use a real thing. I'd say this one could easily go for 2,000 gold pieces. We're gonna put it right there on the tip of your girl's shoe.
I don't know what any of that means, but that's great. Gosh, you guys are the best friends. He's really excited.
It's gonna be a real fancy shoe.
No, I feel bad. All right.
Brillis gives one away that's worth like 4 times as much as Ruin steals it right out from under his nose.
Brillis, I'm going to move you. You do notice where you found the gemstone, there is a trail of slime starting from here. It appears to turn around and go down across the tracks in this direction.
Oh gosh, there's a trail of slime there,
Well, perhaps we want to avoid that way, and if we can, unless that's the way out. But I reckon we should avoid it if we can.
Welcome in.
I'm gonna try something that I saw in a movie one time. I wanna light. Like, we don't have. I want to light a small piece of something on fire, like a very small flame on fire.
Okay.
And see which direction the flame is like blowing towards. Like which way there's wind movement. And I want to do that at the mouth of each tunnel, starting with this one, then moving to this one, and then to this one lastly. And I want to see if like if any of those tunnels have significant wind blowing from or through them.
This one does. Most definitely. It is blowing toward you. This one is very light draft. Practically nothing at all. And this one is basically nothing. The strongest draft is coming from here.
All right. Well, I reckon we go this way.
We don't
Roll,
want to follow the trail of slime there? Okay.
roll stealth.
Most certainly do not. What?
Roll stealth as you move down this passage.
I mean, I'm traveling with a lit torch.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. That
Still?
still
Okay.
applies, yeah,
That's for all of us?
for everybody.
Really good today.
Okay, Elman trips over the railing and kicks a rock. It tumbles down the tracks and everybody freezes in place. He looks back at you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Everybody else is okay.
You just need a better pair of shoes there, son.
As soon as you say that, you hear this like strange coiling sound, as if like this something is like moving across the earth, and then it stops.
I kind of like. Do I hear that?
You do hear it.
Okay, I kind of like put my hand up and just like get everybody to look at me, and then I just like motion like be quiet, like shh.
Okay. You can move up to where Elmond is by the cart. Can't go past the cart. When you reach this point, you look down the shaft to the left. There's a light glow in the room due to some of the rocks. And you can roll a perception check.
East, you gonna move?
Okay.
Thorolf gets a nat 20 and Rig got a nat 1.
Do you have dark vision? And it's how
Hey.
far is your dark vision?
For which character?
Thorolf.
He's a vampire, so it's 120 feet.
All right, you make out a large purple worm coiled up on the tracks in this direction. You can... Does it...
There's a giant worm up on the tracks of the head.
Ruin, you know about purple worms. This one is quite small. So Thorolf sees it. You can describe it if you want.
There's a giant purple worm on the track up ahead. Looks like it's the kind of worm that you wouldn't want to hug.
Ruin, you're the only one
Yeah?
that rolled. You're the only one that rolled knowledge or the nature check successfully earlier in the tavern. Remember, you were under the table, but you
Oh.
heard about the purple worm.
Yeah.
This worm that Thorolf is describing is very small, but you know that purple worms are actually gargantuan.
What's gargantuan?
It's the largest size in D&D. So you know that this is like a baby worm, essentially.
This is just a baby. This type of worm is very freaking huge.
Well, we best not piss off the baby for fear that the mother comes. Now, let me figure out which way we need to go. I'm gonna try the match trick again, or not match, but you know what I mean. Lighting like a small piece of paper with my torch, and I'm assuming it's gonna tell me to go this way, just based on the tracks.
Okay. It is actually coming from the other direction. It's over here.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's why I checked, because you never know.
To get
So
to the
I'll head
next
this way then.
to get to the
This
next
is
card,
perfect because
roll stealth again.
To this cart here?
Yep, to this cart right here.
Okay.
Everyone.
Everybody. Elman walks down the tracks, hits another rock. This time it stumbles into the cart itself with a bang against the metal. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it again. Gosh, I guess I really need those new boots. These seem to be all scuffed up and broken.
I can get started as soon as we have a rest there, you know? I mean, Brillos is like actively like taking out leather and like measuring it and
Thorolf also rolled a 9.
Tharolf
Yeah.
does the same thing. It lands against the cart with a bang. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to wake up the creatures. I am going to show you this. Off to your left, you see broken boards and like a gas rising out of it. Like there's acid on the side of the planks, and it looks quite dangerous. Do you want to inspect it or move on?
Move on.
Okay. It appears to have been broken. The ropes are on the ground. They're no longer on the pulley system that was in this room.
Kamaji's had too many near-death experiences recently. I'm not trying to go explore the described as looking dangerous thing.
Fair. All right. To get to the next spot, you're going to go ahead and roll stealth one last time.
Oh,
Who did we start with that time? Kamaji? Must have been Kamaji.
yeah. Yeah, it was me. That was the first roll.
Okay. Elman makes it down off the
Nice.
tracks. He doesn't kick anything, but Thorolf does. This time, when he kicks it, it lands against the rocks over here in this corner, and it knocks something loose, and a bunch of the rocks fall down and crumble onto the ground. Everyone's standing there silently. Then they hear this uncoiling sound moving through what sounds like a liquid of some kind. And suddenly the movement is coming from this passageway to the south of you. Roll initiative.
Is this is a dead end up here from what we can see?
There is a hole actually in the wall right here. And you can see just through the other side. Looks like there's some water there.
But we don't know if that's the way out or not.
It appears to be, from what you... Go ahead and roll a perception check on those boards.
for all of us or just Kamaji?
For everybody there, it's okay.
Nat 20 for Rig.
Ooh.
Very bad
2
for
for
Brillis.
Brillis.
And
They're all bad.
So Rig, you can see that you can see they installed this board here on purpose to block the passage.
I mean, if any of you spend any time at all with the dwarven mining culture, like I have, that's clearly been put up there to block a way out.
Is my torch visibly now that we're like close to the, if that is the way out? Now that we're closer to it, and it's like the air is kind of funneling into a narrower thing, is my torch moving in that direction at all, or opposite to it?
It's moving in the opposite direction, so it looks like the wind is coming through that passageway and running through the cavern.
Okay.
It looks like
Perfect.
something like tunneled through that wall. So there's a huge gaping hole in it. Maybe one of the babies. All right. You've got your rolls in. Let me get this sorted. We actually had a lot of NPCs here in this list. Okay, hold on.
The end of that song kind of sounded like Halo.
It did. It's funny.
I liked it.
There we go. All right. Kamaji, you are up first.
Do I know where this monster is at all?
Down here somewhere.
Hmm. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Blade Song, or not cast, but activate it.
Okay.
And then I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna. I'm just gonna move right behind this like rock pile here, or better yet, actually, I'll move. Yeah, I can. I can move right behind this mining cart here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my action to hide. So I'll roll stealth.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
Brillis. And Eric, can you give me a mic check real quick? Because I've been having a hard time hearing you.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Check. Are you hearing me?
Yeah. Let me adjust a little bit.
I hear him great.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Jeff.
I'm just saying it's not on your end.
It's my Discord. I just turned you up to 105 a little bit because I feel like it's a little lower than the other ones. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. It is Brillis's turn.
Oh right. I mean, Brelis is just gonna like if we know we can try to get through the door, he's gonna start heading that way. He's gonna dash to get over there.
Okay. Yeah, you
And that-
approach the
yeah,
wall.
he-
There's a huge hole there for you to walk through.
All right. They took all of his dashing speed to get there, so it'll be on his next turn.
Okay.
I really thought about doing that as well, but I'll be honest. The thing that swayed my decision is how close I am to my next level up.
Yep. Oh yeah. And like he's running, but he's also a ranged spellcaster. Like he's
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
you're
gonna
good.
be-
Yeah, you're
yeah.
fine. Oh,
You hear-
mama.
This very loud, well, it's shaking beneath your feet. The earth is. And this really loud tunneling sound. And suddenly, this thing pops up. Its mouth is like just emerging from the ground as like the boxes and boards are falling into its cavernous mouth. The mouth is as wide as that token is.
What?
Oh.
So this is just his mouse.
It's that wide, yeah.
Oh.
It cannot get to you on its turn because it had to dash to burrow 60 feet from a different room.
I'm hidden too.
You're hidden, that's right. It is now going to go to, well, you're... It has tremor sense of 60 feet, so it can sense your movement on the ground now that you've woken it.
Yeah, but I'm not moving.
But to get to that spot,
Yeah, but he was far away when I moved here. You said 60 feet. Didn't he just move?
oh, true. He was here, so he would have just been just out of reach then. That's true. Okay. So then it's going to go to Rig's turn.
All right, Rig is also going to move back. He's not as fast as Brillis. Actually, he can get pretty close though, because he was closer to start.
Okay.
Both range, so yeah.
Anything else?
That's dashing, so he doesn't. That's all he can do.
Okay. Ruin's turn.
Okay. Gonna come to here. Here. And then shoot him with my black metal card. What? No.
That misses.
Man, alright. Try another one. Bro.
That misses.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Man, this suck. I gonna use my offhand to do the same. But this time, you know what? Try again. Shoot, but no sharpshooter. 27.
Okay. Holy crap, we just got raided. Wow.
Welcome.
We just got raided 4 times. Welcome in, everybody.
Ooh, awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my god.
The damage is pretty low. Only 8.
8 damage?
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's my turn.
It does the full 8 damage, but as the mouth is just emerging from the ground. It doesn't do a lot, though. It doesn't look like it affects it that much.
Man.
All right. I got the damage on. It is now going to go to this one's turn. This one should have gone. All right, one of them had disappeared. Okay, it's going to the other purple worm now.
Oh god.
This one did not hear, actually. This one did. This one goes 30 feet here and reveals itself and attacks Thorolf. Does a bite.
That hits.
Okay. And hold on 1 second. I need to fix something. Let's see, this should be...
I think I disconnected from Discord for a second there, but that hits.
Hold on 1 sec. I got to re-roll that. It's actually a +7, so it's 11.
But that misses then.
That misses. Okay, and then it's going to take its second attack. This one is going to be with its stinger. That also misses.
That also misses.
Thorolf.
All right, let's see here. Oh, he's just gonna take out his hammer and he's gonna swing it. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
He does 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
And he swings it again. 14 to hit.
that misses. This one does not penetrate the scales. Anything else from Thorolf?
That'll be it for Thorolf.
This one's too far. Then it goes to Prince Almond. Are we sure we should stay here? I think we should probably leave, you guys.
That's what we're doing.
Thorolf, You run! I'll take its attention! He's gonna rage. He's gonna move forward. Is he gonna use his Gruzlock's Kibble Spear Staff?
Let's do this, boys.
With the,
With the stiletto shoe on its head.
with the stiletto shoe. 21
Now
hits.
I'm an axe.
That's bludgeoning. It's gonna be 13 damage to the young purple worm. And he does his extra attack. A 15 is going to hit. That's going to be another 12. All right. Kamaji, it is your turn. Kamaji there?
Sorry. I was I just realized my armor was unequipped from when we were in the dungeon.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're running. Do I even want to try and hit this thing? I don't even think I want to try. Yeah, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. You know what I will do? I'll come right here. I have a move speed of 40 feet with my blade song active, and then I will attack him with my dwarven forged chef's knife while also casting booming blade.
Okay. That hits.
15 to hit. Let me So I was technically hidden, but I mean I walked right in front of him, so I feel like I'm not hidden anymore.
Not
so
hidden
I don't think I get sneak attack. Oh no, I do because there's a friendly within 5 feet. Okay.
Yep.
That's right. I always forget about that one. I basically just get it all the time. So 24 slashing damage plus 3 thunder damage.
Okay. This leaves a gaping wound in the side of the purple worm. It appears to be mortally wounded.
Now I am going to I just had a really interesting idea for an alternate turn, but I'm gonna just keep that in my to myself for now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash, and because I hit him, I have a free disengage.
Okay.
So with my dash, I'm going to make it right to. I'll go here, and that is my turn.
Before Brillis goes... No, it is Brillis' turn. Go ahead.
All right, we are. He's like this guy's taking some damage. He's not too bad, so we're just going to do. I don't use a cantrip. I don't use a spell slot. We're gonna do Ray of Frost. Sorry, I disconnected for a second there. We use Ray of Frost,
Okay.
and so 18 to hit.
Go ahead and describe how you kill it. Well, roll damage, but it's yeah, it's most likely to kill it.
Yeah. So Brilla sees this worm, Oh, I think I gotta take them down pretty easily there. Back in my village, when I had worms, I used to drop them in the snow, and it would kill all the boot worms before they could eat my leather. So I'm gonna do the same. And he fires like a bolt of ice at him, and it freezes the worm. It gets right into his wound, and it freezes over, and kind of, how like freezing thing like bursts because the ice expands, so like from inside out, just like bursts them.
Yeah, he like you see him struggling to break free of the freeze as he just like falls to the ground with a final screech. He's silenced and shatters on the ground. Anything else from Brillis? Did you want to move or anything?
I'm just gonna step out now through this hole into this next room and take a look around.
Okay. As you step on the water, that triggers something. You can see the rest of the tunnel. It appears that there was a small cave in, but there is still a way out of that tunnel. And then there's another passage up here to the left that has also been boarded. It looks like just recently.
Oh, Kamaji, there's 2 ways over here. If you come on over with your torch, we can figure out which one's the way to get out of here.
You got it.
It is the purple worm's turn. It moves toward Ruin. It uses its multi-attack first to bite Ruin. This massive mouth has crawled, squirmed out of the ground, and it is now facing you. I mean, it basically takes up the entire passageway from floor to ceiling as it goes towards you to bite your feet. A 16 to hit.
No. I dodge it.
Wow, I rolled a 2. Okay. It then it comes out and it brings its stinger out a different side of from behind you. Okay. And let's see here. A nat 1. Okay, wow. You dodge it. Amazing.
Stupid worm.
All right, this one
Oof.
is...
Look at those damage rolls.
Holy fuck. What
Rigster.
the fuck? Man, I'm scared.
Dude, you got so lucky.
Yeah.
Plus 14 to hit, dude. He rolled a 2 and a 1, and you got so lucky.
Bro, I'm Limbo. I'm Ninja. Damn thing.
I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on the worm.
Okay.
Or are we just leaving? This is too big to fight, we're just getting out of here?
I mean, I honestly think if it's just this one, we could take it. Like,
You
pretty
can
easily.
one-shot.
Honestly, I think we could definitely take it if it's just this one, but I don't know that that's the case. I doubt that that's the case, based on the fact that we've already seen multiple smaller worms, and they seem to like travel in packs. And I mean, this is like their ideal environment, right? It seems like, so
I think I'll still get a few shots in. I'm gonna put hunter's mark on the worm.
Why not?
And yeah, exactly. So I'm going to fire twice with my dwarven great bow.
Okay.
What was the first one? And has this worm taken damage?
It has taken damage, yeah. Just a little bit.
Okay. 21 to hit.
That hits.
24 piercing damage.
That does the full 24 piercing damage.
And I get to do it again. 27 to hit.
That hits.
And 18 piercing damage.
All right. You let loose 2 arrows that fly and penetrate the purple worm. It screeches out right in front of Ruin. The drool is all covering her face now. You're nasty. Yeah. Luckily, no acid yet.
Rig is just going to cross over to join Brillis.
Okay.
On the other side of this barrier.
Alrighty, and it goes to Ruin next.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Wise.
And then I gonna move to here. screw this war. I don't like it. And then I'm gonna shoot him with my black metal card.
Okay.
I got this, yeah! 16.
That misses.
Bro, right? I guess he is super hype armor. I gotta do it again. Yeah, bro.
That also
Ugh.
misses.
I don't like this.
Ooh.
All right.
That's some
You know-
bad luck. You even turned sharpshooter off for the second
Yeah,
roll, and
I turn it off.
that's pain right there. That's pain.
All right, that's my turn. Ah, I guess that's karma.
Who's this one at? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Thorolf.
All right. Can these worms technically hear?
They have blind sight
They can hear.
and tremor sense. So I would think they can feel vibrations.
Yeah, but
If
I
yeah,
was
if I
actually
reach-
reading up on this just because I was curious. We haven't really played a lot of Tremor Sense, at least not in a long time.
True.
And it's specific to they have to be in contact with the same surfaces as another person. So like it can't like hear our heartbeats, but like if we like touch the ground with our feet, it knows exactly where we are, you know, regardless of the conditions. So like if you were to be flying, like he would be effectively blind to you.
Yeah, because I could use vicious mockery, but he has to be able to hear me.
Oh no,
It's
he
like it
won't
can't
hear you. He
Mm-mm.
can't hear you
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, exactly. Like the scent, like maybe if he was in water, I could cast it through the sound waves in the water or something. But there's.
Yeah, I could see
He's
that
just
happening.
going
But
to. Yeah, he's gonna dash and join people on the side of on the wall.
I also saw a thing that said like casting not that we don't even have this option, but like casting water walk and like walking on water around them is like a really good workaround.
Oh, nice.
Because like you
Well-
won't like the vibrations aren't like you're on a different surface than them.
that's cool. Well,
Interesting.
another young purple worm has burrowed and reemerged next to Brillis in the passageway leading out of this area. Prince Elman's turn. I think I should probably go. He's going to go up here. And then he's going to dash and he's going to get on this side of the purple worm. It's round 3 to Kamaji.
What did we say it was to apply poisons to weapons again? Is that an action or is it a bonus action?
I would say it's an action on another person's weapon, bonus action on your own. We'll still use the same rule as the health pots.
Okay. I think it doesn't really matter though, because I think I'm too far away. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to. This big motherfucker is gonna chase us. I feel like anyway, so I'm gonna come into. Let's see, what was that? 20. Okay, so use my advantage with flanking and cast Booming Blade once again. Slicing and dicing.
Okay.
I have a thought though. Has this one taken damage yet?
It has not. It just emerged.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. This is interesting. Just remind me if I'm thinking of this correctly. I have a torch in my other hand, so I can use the torch as an attack with my bonus action with my offhand, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It just doesn't do the added dex damage or anything like that.
Correct.
Which doesn't matter because it just does a flat 1 anyway. But I could attack with my chef's knife and then attack with that and apply the sneak attack damage to the. I guess it really only adds 1 damage though, and never mind. It was stupid idea.
That's okay. Advantage.
But I have it. Yep.
That hits.
16 and 6 thunder damage.
Okay. It takes full damage.
And then I'm gonna use my free disengage and go here.
Okay. Brillis, your turn.
Oh wait, one more thing. I have my bonus action still. I'm gonna use my bonus action to apply one of my poisons of paralysis. Dun dun dun. That I've
shit.
had for a while to my dagger.
Okay. Dope.
Matt's favorite item that I own. I have 3 left after this.
Awesome. Let's go. All right, Brillis, you're up.
All right. Is Brillis technically within range of this thing?
Of the big one?
Yeah, the one right next to him.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's
And,
adjacent to it.
and can I see the worm coming through the hole?
Yes. Yeah, you can attack it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I wasn't going to, but maybe I will just fireball the big worm.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
A change of plans. I like it.
Yeah, I was gonna do something different, but I like this one better. We're gonna do it at 4th level too.
Wow.
Holy
Make a
shit.
big loud bang.
Yeah.
Let's get all the worms. I love this. Chaos.
Yep. So we are going to go as high as we can. So make a Dex saving throw.
That's my worst one. A 3.
Okay, so you take full damage,
Nice.
which
Nice.
is 9d6.
Yeah.
Yep. Whew, 40. There's a blast that
That's
erupts in the
really
passage.
Good.
Yeah, you rolled
Dude, you
really
rolled
well.
nothing below a 3. Nothing below a 3.
Yep. So it's 40 fire damage.
Nice. Oh, that looks sick. What the heck?
Oh yeah.
I threw that
Did
down.
they add new spell tokens? Or has that been in
cool.
here? That is good. That is awesome.
Look like a little sun.
This collapses the cavern right here. All right.
Oh shit!
On top of the purple worm. Keep in mind the purple worm can burrow, so you know that. But it is currently under
Yeah.
rubble. The blast is so
Does he take any-
significant. Oh, go ahead.
Does he take any extra damage from that, or?
I'm going to say yes, he does. If you can roll. Let's see. 4d6 for me.
Oh, nice
Extra
turn, bro.
16.
Yeah.
I mean, knocking down the passageway is less good than it seems, just because they can all burrow anyway. But it's still
Yeah.
good. Extra damage.
But because of the blast and how significant it was, it sent vibrations through the whole cavern. So all the other purple worms are now awake.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
figured that was gonna happen too. But I like the chaos. I'm all for
Yes.
it.
Team Chaos. Let's see if anything chaotic happens. Yes.
Yes.
1 in 20 chance.
Oh my god.
All right. When I fireball this guy, I regained my lowest level expended spell slot, so that spell slot is now reopened again.
Okay,
So
cool,
like I
cool.
didn't
Oh
use
my
the spell
god,
slot for
because you
that.
only used that one? That's awesome.
Yeah, I used the cantrip for my first spell. I was going to use level 1, and like, no, I'll just do a cantrip. I don't need a whole lot of firepower. I might need this later. So I used my highest level, and I regained my highest level. That's
Dude,
amazing.
Nice.
the best one you've ever rolled.
Yep, exactly.
That is really good.
So my spell, yep. No, I could keep going this way and just kind of get out of that. I would take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity. I'm gonna go this way and get out of the direct path of this worm.
Okay, it's using its stinger. It rolls a nat 1 and it
And-
misses.
Oh my
This
god,
is-
dude.
You
What is
guys.
going on?
Having a good turn.
That was
Dude, look at
arguably
that.
one of
It's-
your best turns ever.
Yep.
As far like mechanically
this
speaking.
Damage.
That thing does
56 damage.
15 d6 plus 5. That thing you just avoided. You see that?
Yep.
Yep.
I did 56 total damage. I regained my level 4 spell slot, and I took nothing from this super high attack worm.
Yeah,
You're the
dude.
main character.
Wild.
That's some plot armor.
I got him
Dude,
plot
that-
armor
that-
there, you know.
That thing, I mean, you rolled like crazy good damage, so, but it
Yeah.
would have theoretically could have done more damage to you than you did to it in one attack there too. But
Yep. Took the risk and it
geez.
paid off. You
Okay.
know, someone
Wow, so-
out there must really want me to make this pair of shoes, you know.
that worm's not even at half after the 56 damage. Damn.
It is going to move here next to Ruin, going 50 regular speed as it crawls out of the hole. It then is going to attack with its bite. A 32 to hit,
Oh man.
dealing 23 piercing damage. If the target is large or smaller creature, it must succeed on a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you know what? I am good with dex saving throw, I guess.
I hope.
I remember.
Oh!
As the worm rushes towards you, its mouth opens and swallows you whole. You are blinded and
Wait.
restrained. You have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the worm, and you take 6d6 acid damage at the start of each of the worm's turns.
I got evasion. Does that do anything? Evasion.
What does evasion say?
Can I link it?
Yeah, link it for me.
Let's
That would be
say
awesome.
like this.
I forget. I get it confused with the other
Oh,
thing.
Object with.
When you are subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, that's not the case here. You instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail. That does not work for this because you're not taking half damage. The effect is that you get swallowed.
Right.
Swallowed.
Let me add the conditions. You are blinded and restrained. Or wait, what was it again? Yeah, restrained. Okay.
And
All right, so that was
can I try to
40
Can I try to
feet.
parry it? Parry the bite damage?
You have to beat a 32.
Yeah, I mean, they just want to reduce some damage.
Oh,
so
right.
I can-
I was thinking of a
can-
monster parry.
What's monster parry?
It works differently than what we set up for you.
Oh, okay.
It then is going to move an
and-
additional 10 feet, taking Ruin with it. It cannot do anything else. Yeah, because it took more than 30 damage, but that was previously, so that doesn't count. All right, and then it goes to a young purple worm. It's going to burrow and re-emerge here. You guys cannot see it though. It is Rig's turn.
So the purple worm is gone. Like, you don't see it anymore.
There's another purple worm that just went, but you can't see it. You
Yeah,
can still see the
it's-
big
it's
one.
gone. Yeah, so we know it went somewhere, but not where it went. So Rig is gonna fire at.
They're all here. All the ones that we are fighting are still here.
Yeah.
He just was talking basically to himself.
Yep, there's another
Okay.
another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's still gonna shoot at the big one. So we're going to start with 15 to hit.
That misses.
I'm gonna use my luck to re-roll that.
This is the big one, right?
Still get a
no.
Yeah, we're gonna try it again. 19 to hit. This time that should do it.
20. Yep,
Yeah, this is
29.
the big-
hits. Okay.
And 18 piercing damage.
That hits him.
And
He's
for
below
this
half.
time, I'm also going to use my biting arrow, which means that I actually add on 6 cold damage.
Nice. That
And then
has
if
full
he takes
effect.
any reactions, it will hurt. And then I'm not within range of the worm number 9 yet, right? Because there's a gap between us.
There's a gap between you. Let me double check.
And then it also-
Actually, it has reach of 10 feet, so it can do an attack of opportunity if you try to pass it.
All right. Big's gonna stay there then.
Okay. If you're all done, it goes to Ruin.
I am eaten.
You're swallowed whole.
So what can I do?
Let's see. Hold on. You can still
How's
attack.
that work?
You can still attack. There is a way for you to get out of the worm, but it's nothing that you can do. Well, maybe it is. You can attack it from the inside, and if you are able to do enough damage, then something gets triggered. But you are restrained.
I know this worm, right? So I probably know how to let him throw me out.
Oh. You
Right.
know you've heard of the purple worm, but do you know? I don't think your roll was a nat 20.
I don't think many people. I don't think many people have been swallowed by a worm and lived to tell the tale.
I mean, we are goblin. You know, I'm gonna try to find his butthole.
You want to roll a investigation check?
No investigation.
I'll tell you
I
what.
just try to keep poke him.
If you use a bonus action to roll an investigation check, I will give you something.
Bonus action. Bonus action. You know what? No, because
'Kay.
bonus action is for the flurry of blows. So kill him. Yeah, poke him. You know what? Actually, yeah.
Okay.
alright.
14. It's also a disadvantage because of restrained.
Uh,
That misses.
Bro, I am inside. It's
You're getting
throat, like,
squeezed.
how-
You are getting squeezed through its
Alright.
digestive tracts. You can
Alright,
barely get
alright.
your swords out to hit this thing.
You're also like coated in like acid.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right.
you're gonna take a shit ton of damage on the start of its turn.
I'm not afraid. I'm gonna punch it like Bruce Lee. Yeah.
It's not enough.
Bro.
So I'm imagining Ruin is like putting her fist up next to the fleshy insides of this worm and trying to do like the 1-inch punch against the inside of it.
Yeah.
But it's too sleep. Okay, you know what? Let's do it again. I don't care. Flurry of blow.
Okay.
Use.
The 24
At
hits.
least one hit. But you say it's disadvantage.
It's all disadvantage. That's true. Thank you for
Oh,
reminding me.
still hit. Still
Oh,
hit.
nice.
Man, only one punch. At least it's a 1-inch punch. Huh!
You finally managed to get the punch in, but it's just not enough
Man.
to have the effect that you needed to get out.
I hope you die.
Nothing else, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
See, this is the end. I'm gonna become a warm poop.
All right, that goes Thorolf's turn.
All right, Thorolf is going to move around this way to get flanking with Elmond, and he is going to swing his silver hammer at this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to say I have an
Oh.
advantage.
Nice. That
21
hits.
to hit. And so that's 13 damage. Then I'm going to swing it again. It's that time.
Okay.
I'm going to take a action surge and just keep hitting him. So that's 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh, nice. 15 blood. Oh, fall damage.
Okay.
And then one more. Nat 20.
Let's go.
We get one extra damage.
It's not enough to kill it. If you'd rolled higher. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else from Thorolf?
Well, that was his action surge, so that's all he's going to do. He's going to stay here to give Elmond flanking, though.
Okay. The worm is now going to attack Elmond with its bite. A 23 to hit, dealing 19 piercing damage. Oops. Okay. This one is not swallowed, as just Elmond is restrained in the mouth of the worm as he's trying to swallow it, but it's just not quite big enough to do it yet. So Elmond's just restrained. And let's see, it was 19 damage. Then he's going to take his second attack with the tail stinger to hit Thorolf. And a 10 is
That
going
misses?
to miss. Wow, I've missed every single tail attack. All right, that goes to Prince Elmond's turn. He's restrained. He's going to attack with his Gruzlock Kibble Spear Staff. Nat 20, but he's restrained, but he also has flanking, so it is a flat roll. Critical damage. 19 bludgeoning as he hits the worm with the stiletto atop Gruzlock's kibble head, killing the worm. It's dead. He's no longer restrained. He's then going to move here. Actually, here, next to Rig. Kamaji, your turn. 4th round.
All right. Shit. If Ruin is inside of the worm, do I have flanking no matter where I stand?
I'm gonna say no. No on that one.
Okay. Yeah, it was worth an ask.
That was worth a try.
Okay, I gotta go try and save Ruin. I gotta do it. Alright, I'll move 15 feet closer to the worm. And I cast... Yeah, this is right. This is the right thing to do, right? Yeah, okay. I can do Booming Blade again. And slice and dice him. I don't have advantage, though.
That misses.
So that misses. Rip. All right,
Okay.
with my bonus action, I'm gonna swing my torch at him.
Okay. Let's see.
How does this work? Where's my torch? I don't know what to roll.
Uh,
Should I roll like my unarmed strike thing?
I think it's just +4 with the torch.
Yeah.
You're just adding your dex. You could roll actually. The dex check is probably. Well, no, not dex. Sorry, strength. So yeah, +4. I guess +4 it would be. I'm trying to figure out why it's +4. I guess that's just your proficiency. Not enough. The fire just does not take to the worm's body.
That's to be expected. I now have used my bonus action and my action, and I didn't hit him either time, so I can't move away.
Okay.
Without taking an attack of opportunity, but I think I'm just gonna stand here, I guess. Yeah, I'll just stand here like a big dummy.
Brillis's turn.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. Fireball level 4. We're gonna aim it though so that it won't reach all the way up to Kabaji. It's gonna be going behind the worm.
Okay.
So dex saving throw.
4.
Yeah, you definitely fail that. So that is 9d6. So let's do that in here. 39 fire damage.
Nice. Another good roll. All right, same thing happens. It collapses. I think we did 4d6 last time. If you can roll that for me.
Sure.
22 damage.
Nice.
You are now cut off from this passageway. You cannot get back.
That's all right. So looking ahead in this water, does it look deep or is it like wadeable?
It looks like it's wadeable up to your waist.
All right, Brillis is gonna go out and like look around here at the bend because like we can't see much farther. He's gonna just see if there's anything coming up this way.
Okay.
And then if it's
let's
clear,
see.
he's gonna.
You can bonus action to roll a perception check.
Let me check something real quick. Ooh, I have advantage on this because I'm wearing the robe of eyes that Rig gave him at the start of this. It gives him dark vision and it lets him have advantage on perception checks. Didn't matter, but 16.
16. Let's see. It does appear to get deeper the further you go, but it's waist height on this map.
Okay. And I do have, because of the robe, I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay. It opens up into a much larger cavern full of water that you're probably going to have to swim across. Any other questions?
That will be it. He just calls out, "The water is getting pretty deep here, guys. You might want to come over soon."
I might have a way through if we can all get together.
Okay.
Everybody head towards the tunnel as fast as you can. Once you've cleared your way through this worm here.
Let's see. So it's going to go to this. All right. The purple worm. It's its turn. So you have to take 66 acid damage at the start of the worm's turn. So you're going to take 17 acid damage ruin. It is
17.
okay, and it's going to use its bite on Kamaji. 17 to hit. That misses, and then it uses its tail attack. A 21 hits. It's 19 piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay, and then it misses.
Boom.
That's the purple worm's turn. It is going to move to here, though. All right, then this thing is going to go... It is going to dash to here and then reveal itself.
Ta-da!
Rig's turn.
All right. Let's see some real quick. And I'm not in range of this guy yet, right? Of the big worm.
You're talking about for Rig. You are
Yeah.
you are not within range, but it's within range of you.
Yeah. So like if he backs up, he won't take an attack of opportunity.
He will take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay. So disadvantage.
Starting with... Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
I take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. A nat 1.
Dude, you have rolled so many nat 1s and 2s on that freaking
That's so crazy.
attack.
That's so crazy.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Okay, so my first attack against him, I get a nat 1. I'm gonna use my luck to reroll that. I'm gonna use my luck to reroll that and get a 23.
That hits.
Okay.
Luck is a great feat. 18 piercing damage.
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
And I'm gonna do it again. 18 to hit.
That hits.
And I do 11 piercing damage. Oh, actually,
Okay.
hold on a sec. I'm using biting arrow, so both of those are gonna have cold damage added to it. So that's an additional 19 cold damage.
Okay. Additional 19.
Be dead, be dead, be dead, be dead.
It is dead.
Yay!
Very nice. The worm
Rig shows.
collapses.
If everybody gets to the water, I do have water walk, and if you get within 30 feet of me, we can cross this water as if it was a gravel pathway.
I'm still inside this stupid thing.
Well, then get out.
I get out.
Well said.
I'm restrained. I can't move.
That ends Rig's turn.
Okay. It goes to Ruin. You can crawl out of it now if you want. You're technically right at the center. It takes 10 feet, but it's difficult terrain, so 20 feet of movement to get out of the worm. Once you get out, you're no longer restrained
Nice.
or blinded. Get rid of that too.
Ah! This filthy worm. That stink. Yeah, I need to take a shower. This is water.
Yep.
I gotta take a shower here. Rolling in the water.
You're gonna roll in the water. That's your turn then, I guess.
Yes.
You are covered in acid. All right, this one's turn. Okay, it's visible now. Thorolf, your turn.
Alright, so Thorolf is going to listen to King Rig and try to get back that way to get closer. But since he is within range, he is going to pull out a crossbow. To shoot at the worm over there, so that is 23 to hit.
Okay.
and piercing damage. And 22 to hit.
Hits.
12 piercing damage.
Nice.
I've been getting. All right, he puts his crossbow down and he heads over. Oh, he had a
Very good.
Really,
Very nice.
all my characters have been rolling pretty well today.
Yeah, that was nice. That was very helpful.
Well, guys, let's go gather around King Rig. He's going to hug us with a spell.
Let's see. I will use a light crossbow. 2 rolls. Those both hit. 17 damage. And then he's going to move here to protect Rig. Kamaji's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack number 4. With my booming blade. Nice.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Damn.
27 plus 1 thunder damage.
That was exactly what you needed. It's dead.
Nice.
Ooh,
Perfect.
What a roll.
nice.
You guys are
All
killing
right.
it today.
Well, now do we just like, do we take them all out? I mean, we're doing good.
You are doing very well.
I mean, think
That'll
what
be
we could
good.
do. Think about like this could be the first step in like helping them out. You know, we could be like, yo, we cleared out your mine. You know,
Yep.
we helped your trade.
True.
And we even made friends with that guy, and he'll recognize us.
We just have to go write that article now.
Yeah. Kamaji will move this way, but he could move much farther than this. He's just gonna move right here and make sure Ruin's okay.
Okay.
What a sweet
That's
moment.
sweet.
That's my turn.
Barillus's turn.
Okay. Is that? Let's see. How far away is that worm? That worm is very, very far away. There's nothing Brillis could do, even if he could see it. But the water is getting too deep.
It's getting pretty
to
deep.
Go farther.
Yeah, you're up
Yeah.
like you're past
So
your
since
belly
Brillis
button.
is waiting for Rig, I'm just going to ready an action that if a worm gets within firing range, he is going to Chaos Bolt him.
Okay, that's fair. It's Rig's turn.
Alright, everybody is within range, so now Rig is going to cast Water Walk. Every single one of the party can now walk on water as if it was land.
Okay.
Everybody here, you can walk on the water, and I suggest we start making tracks.
Really? I can walk
It's
on the
rigged up.
water?
Yeah, you can for the next hour. Don't try it after that.
Then I'll be swimming in the water.
Yeah, that's true. Can you swim, son?
Not really.
Okay, so then you're gonna be sinking if you're not somewhere safe, so just be mindful.
He nods, understandably. And then it goes to
And
Ruin.
then Rig just walks out this way.
Okay. So we go this way. So
That water walk spell actually works on like a lot of cool things like acid and lava, even
cool.
snow.
I wonder if you're inside of the worm, could you walk on his acid and avoid it?
Oh,
Mm,
there's no way.
no, because
It
it's like
says if you
pressing you on all sides.
But it does say if you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Oh, really?
So would you like
That's.
burst out of the worm?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Isn't
Yes,
that
you get swallowed
interesting?
before you're out. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What a yeah, I didn't know that about that spell. That's cool.
Get a
So
regurgitated
this is like
ruin.
an aura or some or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so,
I guess an aura
So
is a
all
good
of
way.
us-
Yeah. Good way to describe it.
yeah, all of us who are within range can have the ability. So it's like we get to choose if we use it or not. It sounds like we just
Oh,
can
nice.
on any liquid surface.
I can use it.
Water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
Yeah, I
But
can
you'd still
stay
take the
here.
damage. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It's going to go to Young Purple Worm next. It's going to go. Wait, it's outside, though. I can go 100 feet to here, but that's dashing. Thorolf's turn.
Oh, right. Thorolf still has his bow, so we're just going to try to help Kamaji out. 22 to hit. And that is 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 24 to hit. Ooh, because of his feat, that counts as a crit. I roll a 19 or a
Oh.
20.
Nice.
Oh.
Which is great.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow, yep. So 14 total piercing damage.
Still.
Still,
Pretty
that's
solid.
yeah. And I guess because people are filling this up, like, well, yeah, he can only go about this far before he runs into the bunched up party.
All right. Almond. He's going to run forward to attack. He's dropping his crossbow to use his stick. They both hit. 15 and then 11. And that's all right. Round 6, Kamaji.
All right, Kamaji's gonna move over here, dancing around him, casting Booming Blade once again. Thank God I moved. Advantage is 22. 22 slashing damage to match it, as well as 8 thunder damage on top.
Okay. 22.
Total of 30. Total of 30 damage.
8. It is dead.
I am Kamaji, Worm Slayer.
You've completed the encounter. You guys actually cleared the cave of all the purple
Nice.
worms. That's a huge win
Clear
for you.
it all. Ooh.
You
We
cleared it
honestly
all.
couldn't have done it if you didn't roll so many ones. So thank you,
Yeah.
man.
You're welcome. I am a generous DM.
Yeah, this was like a combination of we rolled really well and you did not.
Yeah, the only person that really we took one attack and it was Ruin. We took one.
Yeah.
I leveled up.
I think we got 3
Did you
levels today. 3 people leveled. Amazing. Whoops, I lost our.
Hey, I
picture.
level
There we go.
up too. Yeah, you lose
And
all.
Brillis.
There we go.
I'm not sure what maybe I just keep level monk.
Awesome. Well, we
I
will
kinda
pause.
wanna-
We will pause here, I think, for the day. That was quite the encounter. I didn't actually expect you to defeat them, so that was awesome.
I didn't either. We were fully set on running, but once the big one went down, I was like, unless another big one shows up, I'm pretty confident we could beat these guys because we were like,
Yeah.
it was like 2 people attacking one of the small ones and it was done.
I missed every tail attack because you used shield on the one that I hit. The rest of them I rolled
Yeah.
and missed ones or twos. It's wild.
Yeah. And then East got gobbled once, and he took one round of damage in the stomach, but all in all, not too bad.
Not bad at all. All right. We will see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.
I.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. This strange land.